Winter doesn't just come, it hits. And for your boat, it can hit hard. One overlooked step, one small mistake during winterization, and suddenly your engine seizes, your hull cracks, or your expensive electronics are ruined. Thousands of dollars vanish while you're still dreaming of spring. Most boat owners think winter prep is just covering the boat and letting it sit. They couldn't be more wrong. Proper winterization is a battle against ice, corrosion, pests, and the hidden weaknesses that can destroy a boat from the inside out. Today, we're ranking 17 winterizing mistakes from bad to worst, showing you exactly what can go wrong and how to make sure your boat survives the cold unscathed. 17. Skipping hull inspection and minor repairs. Many boat owners make the mistake of skipping a thorough hull and running gear inspection before winter, assuming that minor scratches or tiny cracks are harmless. But while you sleep through the cold months, freeze-thaw cycles, trapped moisture, and stress from improper storage are quietly working against your boat. What starts as a tiny flaw in the gel coat can allow water to penetrate the fiberglass, causing delamination, soft spots, and even structural damage. Strakes, chines, rub rails, any small imperfection left unchecked can worsen dramatically over the winter, leaving you with expensive repairs in the spring. 16. Using the wrong cover. A poorly fitted winter cover can be almost as destructive as leaving your boat exposed. Sagging covers allow water, snow, and ice to collect, creating pockets of moisture that feed mold, mildew, and even rot in upholstery and trim. Cheap or low-quality covers let UV rays penetrate, slowly dulling and degrading your gel coat. Even minor folds or tension issues can trap moisture against sensitive surfaces. To protect your boat, invest in a high-quality, custom-fitted cover and tension it correctly to prevent sagging. Choose breathable fabrics to let moisture escape and keep your boat dry and safe all winter. 15. Neglecting steering and control systems. Steering and control systems are often overlooked during winterization, but neglecting them can turn a simple spring launch into a costly nightmare. Cables exposed to cold and moisture can corrode, stiffen, or even seize, while hydraulic steering systems are vulnerable to air pockets or fluid separation that compromise responsiveness. Throttle and shift linkages left unlubricated can rust or become sticky, making smooth operation impossible. To protect these critical systems, lubricate all cables and moving parts with marine-grade products. Inspect for wear or corrosion. Check hydraulic fluid levels and bleed systems if necessary. Proper attention ensures precise, safe handling when spring arrives. 14. Leaving the battery connected. Many boat owners underestimate the risks of leaving batteries connected over winter. Cold temperatures and low charge levels can cause lead-acid batteries to freeze, cracking cells and rendering them useless. Even if freezing doesn't occur, sulfation gradually builds up on the plates, reducing capacity and shortening the battery's lifespan. Lithium batteries, while more cold tolerant, still require proper storage to avoid permanent damage. To protect your investment, disconnect all batteries, clean and inspect terminals for corrosion, and store them in a cool, dry area. Using a smart battery maintainer keeps them charged, healthy, and ready for a trouble-free spring launch. 13. Skipping engine oil change. Most boaters overlook the hidden threat of old engine oil, which can eat away at bearings and cylinders throughout the winter months. Used oil contains acids, moisture, and metal particles that continue attacking internal components, even while the engine sits idle. Starting the engine in spring with degraded oil accelerates wear on bearings, pistons, and cylinders, potentially leading to costly repairs. To protect your engine, change the oil and replace the filter before storage. For 4-stroke outboards, use a fogging spray to coat cylinders and valves with protective oil. Two-stroke should run on stabilized fuel with properly mixed oil to prevent corrosion and gumming. 12. Skipping the engine flush. Flushing your engine is not optional, especially after saltwater use. Residual salt, grime, and leftover fuel can corrode aluminum cooling passages, stainless components, and the lower unit if left untreated. Even small deposits trapped in the exhaust or water pump can cause pitting and blockages over the winter. To protect your engine, flush thoroughly with fresh water until it runs clear. Then circulate non-toxic marine antifreeze to prevent freeze damage. Regular maintenance like this prevents costly repairs and ensures your cooling system, lower unit, and engine blocks remain corrosion-free and ready for spring. 11. Ignoring engine cooling systems. This is one of the most common mistakes, but any water left in manifolds, heat exchangers, or raw water pumps can freeze, crack aluminum blocks, or bust hoses over winter. Even small amounts of residual water expand when frozen, causing hidden damage that can ruin engines. To prevent disaster, flush the entire cooling system with fresh water. Then, circulate non-toxic marine antifreeze through every passage, including the thermostat and exhaust manifolds. Properly winterized cooling systems prevent cracks, corrosion, and costly repairs, ensuring your engine runs smoothly and safely come spring. 10. Forgetting the lower unit maintenance. The lower unit is often ignored, yet it's one of the most vulnerable components during winter. Gear oil left in the lower unit collects water and debris, which can freeze and damage gears or bearings. Seals that dry out over time can leak, allowing corrosion to take hold. To protect this critical system, drain the old gear oil, inspect seals, refill with manufacturer-recommended gear oil, and rotate the prop shaft while filling to lubricate internal components. Proper attention preserves transmission integrity and avoids expensive spring repairs. 9. Leaving fuel lines old or damaged. Fuel lines are frequently forgotten, but cracked, brittle, or corroded hoses can lead to leaks or vapor lock. Ethanol-blended fuel is especially harsh. It absorbs water and accelerates corrosion in aluminum fuel systems. Even minor deterioration can create catastrophic problems when you start the engine in spring. Inspect every hose for cracks, soft spots, or bulges, and replace any questionable sections with marine-grade ethanol-compatible fuel lines. Check all clamps for corrosion and tightness. Properly maintained fuel lines protect your engine and prevent leaks, fires, or performance issues. 8. Forgetting the propeller. A propeller might seem simple, but neglecting it can cause serious problems. Ice, debris, or trapped water can bend blades, corrode the shaft, or damage splines. Even small dings reduce efficiency, causing vibration and strain on the lower unit. Remove the propeller if possible. Lightly grease the shaft and inspect splines for corrosion or wear. Taking these steps prevents costly damage to your propulsion system and ensures smooth, efficient performance when you launch in spring. 7. Not checking the bilge. Even after draining, residual water, fuel, or oil in bilges can silently ruin your boat. Frozen water can crack the bilge pump housing, corrode wiring, or damage sensors. Oil and fuel residues promote corrosion and unpleasant odors, while trapped debris can clog pumps. To prevent winter damage, pump out all liquid, clean the bilge thoroughly with mild detergent, inspect bilge pumps, and test float switches. A well-maintained bilge ensures that spring startup is safe, efficient, and free from unexpected damage caused by ice or corrosion during storage. 6. Not treating metal fittings. Aluminum, stainless steel, and even marine-grade steel can corrode during winter if left untreated. Corrosion weakens steering compounds, rigging, and hardware, creating safety hazards and expensive repairs. Even small pitting on fittings can worsen under freeze-thaw cycles. Protect exposed metal by applying marine-grade anti-corrosion sprays or light coats of grease. Inspect zinc anodes and replace them if needed. Treating fittings isn't optional. It preserves steering reliability, keeps rigging strong, and prevents permanent damage to critical structural components. 5. Forgetting electronics. Modern boats are packed with sensitive electronics that fail easily when exposed to moisture. Even condensation trapped inside GPS units, chart plotters, fish finders, or stereo systems can corrode circuit boards and render equipment useless. Remove electronics for indoor storage whenever possible. If removal isn't feasible, use high-quality moisture-resistant covers and add silica gel packs to compartments. Regularly inspecting and protecting electronics prevents costly replacements and ensures your navigation, communication, and entertainment systems function flawlessly come spring. 4. Ignoring the fuel stabilizer. Untreated fuel is one of the leading causes of spring startup problems. Gasoline begins to degrade in just a few weeks, leaving behind varnish that can clog carburetors and injectors. Ethanol-blended fuels make it worse, absorbing water and separating it into corrosive sludge that sits at the bottom of your tank. To prevent damage, fill the tank to minimize condensation. Add a marine-grade fuel stabilizer and run the engine long enough for the treated fuel to reach every circuit. Properly treating fuel protects injectors, carburetors, pumps, and the engine itself, saving you from costly repairs and frustrating breakdowns when it's time to hit the water. 3. Skipping water system drainage. Plumbing, freshwater tanks, live wells, and bilges are highly susceptible to freeze damage. Water expands as it freezes, cracking hoses, fittings, and tanks. Even small amounts left in pumps or valves can ruin expensive components. Drain every system completely and pump marine antifreeze through non-potable circuits. Taking the time to properly winterize water systems ensures that springs launches are trouble-free and prevents costly replacements of pumps, tanks, and plumbing caused by ice or corrosion. 2. Storing in the wrong position. How you store your boat can have a huge impact on its structural integrity. Improper support can twist or warp the hull and decks, creating weak points that worsen over time. Water can also collect in low areas, causing rot, mold, and corrosion that damage both wood and metal components. To prevent damage, use high-quality boat stands or a properly supported trailer that evenly distributes the boat's weight. Tilt the boat slightly aft to allow water to drain naturally, and double-check that all contact points are secure. Storing your boat the right way maintains hull integrity, prevents costly repairs, and guarantees a stress-free start to the season. 1. Underestimating pests and rodents. Rodents, birds, and insects may seem harmless, but over winter they can destroy wiring, electronics, upholstery, and even structural components. Rodent-chewed cables can cause engine failures or fires, while nests and droppings promote corrosion and mold. This is the deadliest winter threat because it's often invisible until spring, and damage can be catastrophic. Seal all openings, use rodent deterrents, inspect compartments before covering, and store the boat in a rodent-proof location if possible. Preventing pests ensures your boat survives the winter intact, safe, and ready for the water. Winterizing your boat isn't just about survival. It's about protecting years of investment, avoiding expensive repairs, and ensuring your first run in spring is smooth and worry-free. These 17 mistakes can each destroy your boat if ignored. Create a winterization checklist, follow manufacturer guidelines, and take your time. A properly winterized boat come springtime isn't just ready, it's reliable. Avoid these mistakes and you'll extend the life of your boat for decades to come. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Which of these 17 mistakes have you avoided? And which one do you think could save your boat the most trouble this winter? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experience.